Zamfara State Government approves massive fund for improvement of science schools. EFCC raids Sokoto Polytechnic, arrests rector and 3 other officials. Real reasons why Southwest governors establish a Motekun security network. On business, Naira's performance against dollar in 2019, weakest in 20 years. And on the international scene, Trump's Statue of Liberty burnt in Slovenia. Welcome to Standard Voice Television News. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Now on the news in full. Zamfara State Government has earmarked 7 billion naira for the total renovation of its science schools and training of science teachers in 2020. The State Commissioner for Science and Technology, Alhaji Bilyamin Shinkafi, told newsmen on Thursday in Gusau that the fund will be used for total renovation and expansion of science and technical schools across the state. The commissioner, who spoke after defending his ministry's budget at the State House of Assembly, said the government was determined to transform science and technology in the state. In the 2020 budget, the commissioner promised to carry out various programs to enhance science and technology development in the state. He said they will accord priority in the training and retraining of staff, especially teachers in science and technical secondary schools. While the state government has set aside 2 billion naira for the payment of compensation to those whose land was acquired for various projects. Special advisor to the governor on land and survey, Alhaji Abubakar Musa, told newsmen that government has taken over the land to execute multi-billion naira capital projects in 2020. The list projects include the new government house, airport and stadium. He said plans were also on to build 3 zonal offices in Talata Mafara, Kauran Namoda and Gumi local government areas of the state. The Sokoto Zonal Office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has raided the office of the Umaru Aliyu Shinkafi Polytechnic, Sokoto, as a result of which it netted director, bossa, cashier and head of computer office. The commission was said to have condoned of the institution and blocked all the roads leading to it during the operation. Our reporter in the state reports that the arrest of the affected officials was sequel to their alleged involvement in some yet-to-be-disclosed financial crimes. However, Zonal Commandant of the Commission, Abdullah Lawal, has confirmed the operation and disclosed that the matter was still under investigation. The Sokoto EFCC Public Relations Officer, Muazul Liman, who spoke on behalf of the Zonal Commandant, said the Commission has granted Director bail, while 3 other key officers that included the cashier, bossa and head of computer were still in the Commission's custody for further questioning. Governors in the Southwest Zone on Thursday in Ibadan flagged off the operations of the Western Nigerian Security Network, Amotekun, stressing that it will complement the mainstream security agencies in the country. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, and Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State were present at the event. Governor Boyega Oyetola of Osun State was presented by his deputy, Mr. Benedict Alabi, while Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State was represented by his deputy, Mrs. Noimot Salako Oyedele. Fayemi said that Amotekun was not a duplication or replace for the Nigerian police. He said, Amotekun is a complement that will give the people confidence that they are being looked after by those they elected into office. The governor said they do not want this to create fear in the mind of anybody, as they are not creating a regional police force and are fully aware of the steps they must take to have state police. Governor Fayemi said that insecurity of lives and property in recent times was the main reason behind the formation of the security outfit. He added that the mainstream security outfit had not been forthcoming in arresting the situation. He explained that it was in the context of the unfortunate development that they lost the daughter of Parobin Pasaranti, the leader of Afenifere. Governor Fahimi said that further put pressure on them as leaders in the southwest to do something about insecurity. He pointed out that as elected leaders, their primary responsibility, according to Section 14(2) of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, is the security and welfare of citizens. The governor said that was what informed them to come together to fashion out a way to complement the work of the mainstream security agencies overstretched in their efforts to arrest the menace that have afflicted the entire region. In a related development, the Northern Youth Council of Nigeria (NYC) on Thursday kicked against the just-launched Operation Amotekun, a joint security outfit conceived by the 6 governors of Lagos, Oyo, Osun, Ogun, Ekiti and Ondo states to address killings, kidnapping, robbery and other security threats in the southwest zone. NYCN President Malam Isa Abubakar described it as a threat to national security in a statement issued barely hours after the launch. Malam Abubakar said that the outfit was an offshoot of Oduwa People's Congress (OPC), hence should be stopped. The president said Amotekun Group in Southwest is OPC military wing in disguise in much the same league with the proscribed IPOB terrorist organization. Federal government should not allow the unconstitutionality to prevail. The Southwest governors must desist from backing nefarious groups such as this one, which is a threat to peace and national security. The NYCM president said Amotekun Group is not different from Boko Haram and the IPOB movements and called on the Nigerian police, DSS, and the military not to take this lightly with the governors of Southwest. The National Security Advisor should promptly take steps that will avert the looming threat to our national security that is about to be created by governors of Southwest, OPC, and others. Governors in the Southwest Zone had on Thursday in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, flagged up the security outfits, saying it's not a replacement of the Nigerian police force, but rather to complement them. Speaking at the launch of the outfit, the Ekiti State Governor, Kayode Fahimi, said the aim is to restore confidence in the people who voted them into power and to further show them that the government of the Southwest states cares for their well-being and security. Report says each governor of the Southwest has provided 10 new vehicles to ensure the smooth take-off of the security outfit. It remains to be seen whether or not the new initiative will get the support of the federal government. The Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, NCAC, Olusegun Ronsowe, has been sentenced to prison on Thursday. He was sentenced by the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, presided over by Justice Jude Okeke. The order followed a ruling of a motion drawn from a suit filed by Khalif Limited against the Minister of the FCT, Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, DG of NCAC, and the Minister for Culture and Tourism as the first, second, third, and fourth defendants, respectively. In a motion, the claimants sought an order of the court committing Runwayse to prison for contempt of court order made on December 15, 2017. Justice Okeke described Runwayse's action as highly contemptuous, adding that committing him to the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Services (NCC) will serve as a deterrent to others who abuse office and disobey court orders with disdain. He ordered the Inspector General of Police (IGP) to arrest Runwayse with immediate effect and hand him over to the NCS pending when he retraces his steps. The court had ordered parties in the suit to stay proceedings on every activity concerning the demolition of the Arts and Crafts Village located in the Central Business District area of the FCT. The National Universities Commission (NUC) says it has unbundled mass communication into 7 separate degree programs to meet present demand, and this take effect from 2020 admissions into Nigerian universities. In a chat with journalists in Abuja, NUC's Executive Secretary Professor Abubakar Rashid said mass communication has been unbundled into media studies, public relations studies, cinematography, among others. Report says professors, professionals, and practitioners of communication in Nigeria had presented new communication curricula to Nigerian Universities Commission (NUC), seeking the unbundling of mass communication into 7 departments. The NUC had approved the curriculum, which resulted in the emergence of 7-degree awarding programs and the phasing out of the single BSc/BA degree program in mass communication currently offered in different faculties in different universities. The 7 new programs departments to be domiciled in a faculty, school, College of Communication and Media Studies are Journalism and Media Studies, Public Relations, Advertising, Broadcasting, Film and Multimedia Studies, Development Communication Studies, Information and Media Studies. He said these are the 7 new degree programs replacing mass communication. He said if anyone is interested in enrolling into any mass communication related discipline, he should take a look at this 7 new degree and prepare himself effectively for any of them. The Progressive Governors Forum (PGF) on a visit to the Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello on Wednesday in Lokoja condemned the recent attack on Tawari community in the state. The group, led by the chairman of the forum, Governor Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, consoled Bello over the death of his sister Hajia Rabi'atu Bello, while they described the attack on the community as unfortunate. The governors who were received in the government house Lokoja by Governor Bello, flanked by his deputy Edward Onoja, urged security agencies to update their strategies at nipping crime and criminality in the board and to ensure that those behind the dastardly act are brought to justice without further delay. The EFCC had on December 31, 2019, arrested ex-lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani for alleged extortion. EFCC searches Shehu Sani's Abuja residence after he shuns lie detector test. Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) are reportedly searching the Abuja home of Senator Shehu Sani. The Cable reports that the anti-graft agency officials on Wednesday, January 8, 2020, arrived at the residence of the ex-lawmaker located at Wuse 2, Abuja, around 3:30 p.m. Recall that Sani, who represented Kaduna Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly from 2015 to 2019, was arrested by the EFCC on December 31, 2019, for allegedly extorting the chairman and the chief executive officer of ASD Motors, Alhaji Sani Dauda. The lawmaker, who was accused of duping the businessman to the tune of 8.6 million naira, told investigators that he would rather swear by the Quran than face a lie detector machine. The NYSC management has opened the portal for remobilization and advised any core member interested in the remobilization to take action immediately. The remobilization is meant for people who absconded from NYSC during the previous batches, and now they are ready to participate in the program. The exercise is not for fresh batch A 2020 prospective core members, but strictly for coppers who absconded from NYSC in the last batch and now ready to do their NYSC. Some coppers who already started their NYSC but are unable to complete it due to reasons known to them are the ones to do the remobilization. The federal government of Nigeria has revealed that it is ready to disengage over 200,000 beneficiaries of the nation's social investment program, N-Power, that were recruited in 2016. Nigeria News understand that the disengagement will take place between January and February this year. According to the report gathered, 200,000 persons who were to be disengaged were being dropped from the scheme because there was no budgetary provision for them in the 2020 national budget. Mariam West, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Social Investment, in an interview with Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), also confirmed the planned disengagement of over 200,000 persons in the N-Power program in 2016. She said they are trying to see how they can address some of these gaps through this empower beneficiaries that are meant to be disengaged by end of the year. Mrs. West said their exit time fell on 2018, which was election period, and thought it unwise to be sacking 200,000 people on the eve of the general elections. We'll be right back after the short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Menene amfanin gari idan har babu zaman lafiya?
Mecece jiha idan babu shugaba mai adalci? Mecece rayuwa idan ba yanci?
Me amfanin karatu idan har ba aiki?
Menene mahimmancin zaɓe idan babu roman demokuraɗiyya?
Menene amfanin tarihi idan har ba za a samu darasi daga cikin sa ba?
Jihar Zamfara da can ta kasance a bar sha'awa. Gashi kuma sansanin noma da kasuwanci.
Wurin da kowa ke sha'awar zuwa. Amma sai abubuwa suka juya.
Amma sai ya kasance yanzu da zarar an ambaci sunan Zamfara, tunanin wata musifa da ko bala'i shine ke darsu a zakatan mutane.
Baƙi suka daina zuwa, 'yan gari suka fara guduwa. Talauci da tashin hankali suka yi yawa.
Gashi jihar mu mai haske ta dawo ta yi duhu.
Sa'annan mutanen Zamfara sai muka tashi tsaye, muka kama addu'o'i da tuba ga Ubangijinmu.
Sai kuwa Allah ya amsa addu'anmu, sai ya kawo mana matawallan muradi.
Dodon makiya zaman lafiya, dodon talauci, dodon makaryata da masu yaudara.
Me yi kuma dan Allah, me kishin mutane.
Me kuma neman gwamnati ba don kansa ba.
Cikin kankanin lokaci sai gashi ya dawo mana da hasken Zamfara, amma ta fi yadda take da.
Wannan shi ake nufi da shugaba.
Jarumi ba malalaci ba.
Ma'aikaci ba barawo ba.
Allah ka kare mana zababben gwamna matawalin maradi.
Allah kuma ya ƙara masa lafiya. Allah kuma ya ƙara ɗaukaka.
Wannan saƙo ne daga gwamnatin jihar Zamfara ƙarƙashin jagorancin Bello Muhammad Matawallan Maradun MON kuma bardan ƙasar Hausa. Welcome back. On the business, Fauzia has more details. I am Fauzia Ibrahim and welcome to Business News. Nigerian Naira recorded its weakest performance against the United States dollars in 2 decades, closing the outcome 2019 on an average of 362.60 Naira, the worst run since the country returned to democratic rule in 1999. A Premium Times analysis of Bloomberg financial data shown that in the 20-year period, Naira dipped against the greenback by about 265%. The figure presented a marginal dip against 2018 when Naira averaged 362.59 Naira to the dollar. The Nigerian currency averaged at 99.40% in 1999, according to detail obtained from the terminal. Prior to the period, especially during the administration of late Sani Abacha, the Naira largely fluctuated between 60 Naira and 70 Naira against the dollar in the parallel market, although the government pledged its official rate at 22 Naira. A rush of economic policy and appreciable increase in the price of oil in the international market brought about relative stability, allowing the Central Bank of Nigeria to harmonize the various exchange rates obtained at the time. The period witnessed insignificant differences in the official rate and black market rates. Nigeria would later source a much-desired debt relief in 2005, allowing the policymakers to grow the nation's foreign reserves, create and significantly grow the access crude account, ECA, and effectively regulate the exchange market. Still on the business news. In its annual Global Economic Prospects (GEP) report, published last Wednesday, the Washington, D.C.-based group said there have been 4 waves of debt accumulation over the last 50 years. The current wave, which started in 2010, is thought to be the largest, fastest, and most broad-based increase in global borrowing since the 1970s. The director of World Bank Prospect Group, Ayan Kosi, said the history of past wave of debt accumulation shown that these waves tend to have an unhappy ending. Employees work on the production line of high-precision sheet aluminium at a factory of Shandong Weiqing Pioneering Group Company Limited on November 23, 2019 in Zhaopin, Shandong Province in China. The World Bank has warned the risks of fresh global debt crisis, urging the government and central banks to recognize that historically low interest rates may not be enough to offset another widespread financial meltdown. That's all we have on business news. Back to Samira Ibrahim. Thank you, Fauzia. And on the international scene. A wooden structure bearing U.S. President Donald Trump, made by the local architect Thomas Shalich in the village of Sila Pri, Kamniku, about 20 miles northeast of Ljubljana in Slovenia, the home country of Trump's wife. Suspected vandals burnt it on January 9, 2019. The 8-meter height, 26 feet, statue of Trump, complete with his trademark mane, blue suit, white shirt and red tie, was built last August. It was named Statue of Liberty by architect Thomas Shalich, who wanted it to serve as a critic on populist politics. Local authorities said suspected vandals on Thursday burnt a wooden statue of U.S. President Donald Trump, built last year by a group of villagers to criticize populist politics. Still on the international scene, speculation naturally ran wild when a passenger plane crashed in Tehran shortly after missiles had been fired by Iran at a base housing U.S. troops in Iraq on Wednesday. Iraq quickly attributed the crash to mechanical faults and a pilot losing control, but there was early speculation from some experts that the plane could have been shot down. Now the US and Canada said they have intelligence indicating that was the case. The crash claimed the lives of 176 people and with victims from 7 countries. A number of governments are demanding answers. All of the 176 people on the flight died. The plane that was brought down was a Ukraine International Airlines Boeing 737-800, leaving Tehran's Imam Khomeini International Airport, bound for Kiev's Borispil International Airport. Flight PS752 got off the ground just after 6 a.m. local time and, as we know, never landed, catching fire before it reached 8,000 feet, according to Flight Radar 24, and crashing to the ground near Shahid on the outskirts of the Iranian capital. That has been the news from Standard First Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Government approves massive fund for improvement of science schools. EFCC raids Sokoto Polytechnic, arrests rector and 3 other officials. Real reasons why Southwest governors established a Motekun security network. On business, Naira's performance against dollar in 2019, weakest in 20 years. And on the international scene, Trump's Statue of Liberty burnt in Slovenia. That has been the news. I'm Samira Ibrahim. Keep watching Standard First Television News. Have a nice day.